Guess what movie reference that came from? I'm not sure. I got a black slab from the UK, and it's from a fellow Mark, and we have been discussing it. And let me see. There's this little note. Could be just. Let me see what this is. It's a note. Okay. Hi Mark, I'm hoping the copious amount of bubble wrap, trademark, are sufficient to protect the C64C on its journey. Well, in such a Space Odyssey 2001 Space Odyssey Slab, anything will probably be safe. I packaged and sealed the computer before you replied about the bread bin fuse, so one is included. Oh my god. Taped on the top of one of the other small gifts I've included. Man, you didn't have to do that. The C64's keys are a little yellow, but it has been tested thoroughly before being packed, and at least you've got a C64 to play with until you source another bread bin. Warranty seal intact too. Oh cool. I can't remember if you have a PlayStation 3 or not, but if you do, the little character I've included had heard about the land of the windmills, and as there are a few in this game, wanted to see one for real. So there it is. Here it is. Perhaps I can show that character one of the windmills on my way to work, because I passed some windmills. Wow. Please look after him and don't take him anywhere near the portal in your garden. I hate to think he ended up in the wrong hands. The guy will stay, the creature will stay. I'm not sure what it is yet, but he's been a good friend. We wanted to move on, and you know the old saying, if you love someone, set them free. I felt it was time to set him free. Sniff. Okay. He's a little fussy about his food. We all are in our house, the dog included, and he will only eat cookies and only drink milk. Watch him at bedtime. He'll steal yours if you don't watch him. Then he'll get indigestion and he'll keep you awake all night. The other gift is from one magnet user to another. Again, I don't know if you already own one, but one of these, but it comes surplus, and you're the only one I could think of to find it useful. Have fun. Regards, the other Mark. You know, I'm just blown away by this. I mean, that's just too kind. Well, let's move chicken to the side and let's open it up. I'll remove the address first, because otherwise all sorts of crazy folk will be trying to find the house, I guess. So, wow. It's always nice to get a very nice looking package, and this one really is very nice. Wow, okay. So there's copious amounts of bubble wrap. Oh. This is well packaged. So that's a big thumbs up here. Oops. I didn't want to destroy the box, but it seems I did. Cool. The little guy that was extra, let me get it out because it's all glued together. Wow. Isn't this a monstrosity of, of bubble wrap? I mean, safer than this can be. I mean, look at this package for Mark. Every YouTuber should use this amount of... Don't destroy the bubble wrap! Wifey instantly wants to destroy all the bubble wrap. Move over, chicken. You envious creature! You envious creature! Okay, let's surgically remove Sackboy. This is actually Sackboy. Wow. And it's indeed of a PlayStation game. Wow, cool. This is a really nice looking game figure. I think you'll like this game actually. It's a very nice milk and cookies he eats. Aww. Very nice. Thank you, Mark. It's a really nice looking thing. I've actually, come to think of it, I actually tried ordering one of these, but they weren't available in my country yet. I wanted to order it from play.com, and oh wow, the little hand and feet actually articulate, so that's very nice. So I can really pose in. Hi! It's very nice. I don't know if the head articulates. Yeah. So you can really have him in a very individual pose. Very nice. Sackboy. Yes. And this is the Commodore 64 fuse. Some Commodore 64s will stop working if the fuse is blown, but it is working. Oh, there's something else in there. Oh. Well, Mark, I must say you really packed it well. Just keep a hold of this fuse. I mean, it's always nice to have a spare fuse because these Commodores will sometimes... Oh wow, cool! Man, you really had this surplus? This is excellent. This is one of the most Macintosh mice with a touch. So you can actually use this. I had the old model without the touch. It looks like one of these old regular Apple mice, but yeah, this would go perfectly with the MacBook. Oh yeah. And on the mouse situation, well, I actually was using this mouse, but of course this one looks a hell of a lot better and has more functionality attached to it. So yeah, thanks Mark, it's very kind of you. Thank you, man, this is really awesome. Very nice looking mouse. I mean, I feel like it's my birthday. This is insane. Oh. Yeah, I definitely, I mean, just for fun, I want to send you something back. I mean, let me think about it, but I really want to send you back something because, I mean, it's very fun receiving things, but it's also very fun giving away things. And now, the Mon Supreme. This has been packed really well. And this is the part containing the humongous power supply. I like this tape. It's very sturdy, but it lets go quite easily. So it's very nice. Well, I'll just have to replace the the English style plug. But yeah, wow, cool. So it comes with the power adapter. Yeah, and this is one of these whites Commodore 64 models. You guys had the brown, right? The red bin. We call it the red bin. But your dad got the red. I'm talking to you. Oh. The camera wife always goes into totally camera woman mode. Wow. Cool.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's talking about a little yellowing on the keyboard, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it has yellowed a bit, but I mean, look at this. I mean, and the pins on the ports, they look very nice. The cartridge port looks very nice. So yeah, look at that. I mean, this is one of the giants from back in the day. The chicken may feast her eyes on this. And Sackboy. And you can operate it with a mouse too.
Yeah. Nee.
Right. So, there you go. Well, thanks Mark. I mean, this is just, oh, of course, you didn't give me any chicken. Wow. Well, this will definitely work with one of the three 1541 disk drives I have. And this will definitely work until I got myself a bread bin again. And I have it on good authority actually that Mark has been kind enough to actually send me, or is going to send me, the motherboard, the broken motherboard, or no, the working motherboard minus the SID sound chip of a bread bin. So I might be able to restore my old bread bin Commodore 64 with a new motherboard when I transplant the SID chip. So this doctor will actually perform some Commodore 64 surgery perhaps sometime in the future. Of course, wifey will be filming it. How much time have we consumed?
Almost 14 minutes.
14 or 14. Okay, well, I don't want to keep it that long, but yeah, I'm gonna edit out some stuff, and I think I'll do some Space Odyssey 2001 intro thing with it. But Mark, thanks again. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, the wifey nods. Wow.
Cut?
Yeah. Of course, nothing beats one of these travel adapters, so I'll be able to just plug that right on there and use it as a regular thing. I've got multiples of these. Okay, everything is hooked up. I've got the Commodore sitting on an old PC. It's a nice table. This power adapter that comes with it, it's plugged in over there, and yeah, let's turn it on for the first time. Yeah. Great. Commodore 64 Basic V2. Oh man, that's amazing. I'm just gonna load some games. Oh, and I'm using a cartridge that emulates a 1541, one of these ultimate, what is it? 1541 Ultimates, because it's convenient. I've converted all my disk files. Okay, so this is Colorful, a little interrupt copper bar demo I programmed on the Commodore 64 back in 1989, running great on the Commodore 64C. Let's try another one of these demos I created back in the day. Oops, list. I mean, this machine feels like brand new. Let's press run. Oh yeah, this version didn't work, I guess. No, it's there's this problem. I think it just, yeah, it just refuses to work. Let's try another one. And the C version. List. Whoops, list. I was a big fan of this Softtech compiler. Okay, so this is another version of the demo, and actually I use a bit of the routine of the copper bars I use for these controllers. The guy actually accused me of not being able to program, but you know, I was making all sorts of programs back in the day, so yeah. And as you can see, I remember all this. The text actually goes in front, flickers in front and behind the graphics. And yeah, actually this guy, he ended up competing for the year's shirt for medical school, because I actually made a little doctor out of him with a syringe and a stethoscope and stuff. But it sadly became second. The first prize was actually an escalope, or you know, one of these snakes draped around a pole, you know, the standard medical sign. But I thought this would be a very cool demo. And actually I programmed this the year I went to medical school, so quite late actually, 1989. Okay, let's see something else. Okay, list. Okay, so this is another demo, and I compressed it with one of these compressors. Let's see. So yeah, I actually wrote this back in the day because I had a troll, Toy Boy, and this is actually a graphic I created. I think it was in Paint, the matte demo. So in 26th of March 1989, and it was quite late at night, actually, quarter to. So this is basically the video, scrolling text. Let me show you another one. Let's see, another program that I created back in the day. Not sure what this does. It says MS-DOS 5. System found compatible MS-DOS 5 simulator on the Commodore 64. Press any key. Oh god, it does one of these BIOS systems. 32K, 64K, okay, 60, 80, ooh, system memory found, 80K, hard disk, RAM emulation disks, booting. Wow, cool. MS-DOS 5 simulator on the Commodore 64, written in the year 1992. Not sure what I was doing. Let's go check out something else. Okay, so this is the directory content of a disk Misfit and I actually created. So there's a couple of demos on there, and Wild World, actually a demo created by Misfit, I think. 8.1. Let's see, searching for Wild World, loading. So yeah, it is taking some time to load. Oh, gyroscope. I actually cracked this game from tape. It was very easy because it stayed in memory after a reset, and it was just a matter of saving a memory dump to disk and finding the routine that actually initializes the game, which was very easy to do. And then, which was very funny, is actually that the tape game detected if you had a 1541 drive attached to it, and it actually saved the high score. So that was quite fun. So Wild World is taking a bit of time to load. It's a shame. Yeah, I have some refresh issues because the camera is actually recording in 60 Hz, I believe, and of course the TV is in 50 Hz. Ah, it is ready. Okay, that's RUN, and then delete that and press enter. This has been programmed in machine code. And this is something that we were also experimenting with. Different character set. This routine I actually implemented in Basic once. We transferred that to machine code. And these Misfits, this is actually in the border, the lower border, and you can actually see. So yeah, we were actually doing the same stuff as the big demo makers were actually doing. Sometimes borrowing a bit of music, sometimes creating our own music. This is actually borrowed. And yeah, creating a smooth scroll. This is actually just a character screen, so you implement decrease on the scroll register, the horizontal scroll register. Then you blank the screen and you move the entire text one character's position, and then you just let it jump back. So you get a smooth scroll without the scan line being there. So yeah, I mean, we were doing all sorts of stuff. Instead of only playing games, we were actually programming the Commodore 64 as well. And I've actually all my discs, all my programming discs, also the Turbo, what is it, the Object Pascal Object discs, I've stored on an SD drive and on as image files on the PC. So yeah, basically everything I had on this I've kept, and yeah, being able to use them again is quite amazing. So yeah, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. Okay, this is the channel of UKRetrogames, also known as Mark, and you can type it, you can find it here. He has quite a number of subscribers, but he could use some more, and his collection is rather large, as you can see here. Of course, he will be down one Commodore 64C, but it was a surplus, I hope. But yeah, I mean, look at this. A very extensive collection, and he has a great knowledge of all the old systems. Definitely go check out the channel. He doesn't have a whole lot of uploads himself, but there are some new uploads. But there's also great gathered videos on documentaries and stuff, and he has a great number of playlists, very much worth checking out. And yeah, go subscribe to his channel, because he really deserves it. Great guy, great YouTuber. Okay, Mark signing off.